Can you talk about the importance of street ministry to you? I think you have always been, of course, you have the background of coming from the streets, having a heart for the, the people that maybe get looked over. Talk about street ministry and importance.
Man, I think I think one, it's important because obviously as a believer, when we read the Bible, we see Jesus moving amongst the people on the margins. You know what I'm saying? People, who weren't the most well off in society. So for me, I'm trying to model that. But then too, like you said, a lot of it stems from my own personal background and experience. And I'm like, man, I never seen y'all in my neighborhood. I never seen y'all, it wasn't as if God wasn't available. God was there, but I just didn't see God in a packaged up in a way that I could relate to. So for me, I think that's just important, and just to bring hope in dark places, man. That's what I love to do.
So speak about the transparency within your music, and like you said, to that point, being able to relate coming from the streets and telling real stories. I think a lot of times you've got a little flack over the years for being so transparent. So speak to that.
Yeah, I didn't get into this. I got into this because God took an individual who was trying to figure out who he was supposed to be, and I didn't grow up in church. You know what I mean? I didn't become a Christian until I was a grown man. So for me, I don't have anything, like I'm not trying to play the church game. I'm not trying to, act holier than thou. If I fall, I fall. And I'm gonna tell you, if it's your business, you know what I'm saying? But somebody gonna know, and I just wanna keep it 100 because people relate to that. I was just at a prison, and it's like, I'm dealing with all kinds of folks, people who took lives and, sex offenders, all kinds of stuff. And it's like, man, if God can't save them, who can he save? And if he can't save them, he can save anybody. You know what I'm saying? And so for me, I'm like, I've seen individuals' lives transformed in those type of situations, those type of backgrounds. And I'm like, man, this is where I need to be at. So I'm always gonna stand up for people who on the margins. I'm gonna stand up for people who everybody else is like looking down on. I'm always gonna be trying to bridge the gap and fill in as an advocate.